Everyone's doing well. So I did a reading. I did a private reading for somebody who's over in this area, okay? And in their energy, the energy around them, and I saved the recording because for that reason right there. Okay, so this all in here, right? All under us is a tunnels. It's a huge tunnel system across the all over, all the way over to the UK. The UK is like one of the oldest graveyards here, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that's not the point of this. So I did a reading, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It's in my reads about a star rising, and I felt morning star. And I did. So morning star, I could feel morning. I don't know why I feel it, but I do. I do. I'm feeling it go coming this way, right? And this is, I feel it's screwing up the moon too. Coming under. And I remember under. So, like, this is clearly Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, I believe, right? Under in here, all right? And then it's moving up into here. So it's coming out the volcanoes, all right? They are rising out of the volcanoes along with the river Euphrates and whatever else we don't know about. Okay, so then they're targeting this area up in here because I kept getting like the level of 3 suns here up in this area, which we have California, Oregon, we have the Pacific Northwest, we have Yellowstone. Yes, there is a cobra around that in Yellowstone, because we're on ancient lands. America isn't as new as we think. It's on ancient lands, okay, in this area. And then Russia, so we come up here, right, to Canada, over to Russia, over that way, right? That erupted over there. A few days ago, a geyser blew in Yellowstone. I pay attention to this shit, all right? And then we have the CMEs. This is Morning Star Rising. Okay, and then Times Up posted about revelations about a star rising. I'm like that. I've been picking up on that, and I heard Morning Star, but I didn't want to say it out loud. Um, and then I did a personal private reading again for someone over in this area, and they're having issues with the energy. And it hit me because there's a star there. There's a star rising there. Like there's a star moving underneath and going to rise up. And then again, someone posted, this is just how it comes together for me, posted about revelations, which I posted in the community. Hold on, I'll show you. This is all coming together. This is really profound. This is seriously profound. And this isn't to freak anybody out, this is just blowing my own mind. Okay, so the fifth trumpet. Then the fifth angel sounded his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen from the heaven to earth, and it was given the key to the pit of the abyss. I was shown that, and I was. The star opened up the pit in the abyss, which actually Christ, Michael, opens up the pit, the abyss, and smoke rose out of it like smoke of great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the smoke from the pit. Now, the book of Daniel talks about how when morning star rises and what that's like. It's basically the same thing. And out of the smoke, locusts descended on the earth and were given power like that of the scorpions of the earth. They were told not to harm the grass of the earth and the plant. And I posted this before, like a while ago in the community, or the plant or the tree, but only those who did not have the seal of God on their forehead. The locusts were not given power to kill them, but only to torment them for 5 months. There's the fives again I've been picking up on. And Jody, she knows because she actually pays attention to my readings. the fives, okay? And then the fifth month, they did this satanic thing, okay? That was the fifth month. 5 people died in June on Father's Day. 5 men died. There's no coincidence. And then the coronation of the king. Okay, so then the fifth, the locusts were not given power to kill them, but only to torment them for 5 months. Their torment was like a stinging of a scorpion. In those days, men will seek death and will not find it, and they will long to die, but the death will escape them. And the locusts looked like horses prepared for battle. I've been capturing the horses in the veil, which isn't a veil. It's really just behind the curtain. It's really behind the curtain. There's a lot, and the tabernacle shows us what's behind the curtain. Okay, so for something like crowns of gold in their heads and faces like the faces of men. They had hair like that of women and teeth of those like lions. We've been filming this. We who filmed this guy are filming this. The heavens. They also had thoraxes and breastplates of iron. We've been filming this. And the sound of their wings was like a roar of many horses and chariots rushing into battle. They had tails with stingers like scorpion and the power to injure people for 5 months. Is that 555? They were ruled by a king, the angel of the abyss, Morning Star. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon. And in the Greek, it's Apollo. The first woe is past. Behold, the 2 woes are still to follow. I'm picking up on this star. It's there. It's there. And these volcanoes now are erupting. The Ring of Fire which is a star, which is a sun. Morning Star is rising. And I'll show you the map if you don't believe me. I'll show you, because I like to prove this stuff. All right. We have a map. We're somehow in the stars. I don't know how to explain it, but we are. Hold on. I think it's... Okay. This is that website I keep going back to. It keeps kicking me off. No, I'm telling you, I'm onto it here. Okay, and then here we go. These right here. I just posted all this. Okay, hold on. This is connected. Akhenaten made 725 2017, King Akhenaten. Okay, 725 2017, 6 years ago at this time, whenever this was written. They blatantly intentionally ignored me. Those aren't their children. They weren't worshiping the sun disk, the alien ship. And I posted years ago on this channel. That's not a channel anymore. And I said, God showed me how one sun is like 2 huge, think of saucers, right? Like flying saucers. I don't know how to explain this. But like one was gonna lift up straight and take off, and the other one was gonna light up like the sun. And this person didn't believe me, and I really didn't give a shit, because I couldn't fucking make that up on a good day if I tried. So then they're worshiping the sun, the disc, the alien chip. They're worshiping the aliens, Aten, the one true God. Are they God, the creators of humanity, or God of the gardeners? Why have we been lied to? Just featured in Mexican Congress. That was 2017. Okay, and then in this, he has see, and I posted. There's no coincidence here, and I didn't know this was here. There's a map somewhere here. Hold on, I want to show you, because we're in the stars. Somehow, some way, we are in the constellations are underneath us, under the earth, or I don't know how to explain it, but it is. We were made. Yeah, no. Show me where is. I don't know how to. I'm not familiar with where this was. Sorry, just bear with me a minute. The morning star is rising. Morning star is rising. Make no mistake about this. Orion. If you click on Orion. Right, this is an amazing website. I hope you, right here. We're in the stars. That's not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be like this, which puts us in the upside down. We are in the stars. Okay, so crap. This is Peru. Machu Picchu. I was getting a lot of messages about Machu Picchu for the past 3 years. I didn't even know what Machu Picchu was, but I was getting messages about it. I've learned more now since, but there's this map of the United States that shows the constellations under us. Orion, okay? The Great Pyramids of Giza aligned through Orion. We know that. Okay, so maybe was that picture back up here? That picture I just showed with them sitting under the sun, the ancient ones, it's the same thing. It's the same, similar. Okay, hold on. This is connected. Morning stars rising. Egypt, Mexico. These are all constellations. Come on, show me where it is. Stonehenge. Everything aligns to Orion. If you don't know that already, most of you do. I'm trying to find the United States because he has a map of the United States and all the tunnels and how it's all the constellations. It's aligned with, like, over in the Pacific Northwest is like Zeta Reticuli, okay? And everything aligns with Orion here. Now, we were in the, this is about the Orion battle. Call it the heavenly battle, whatever you're comfortable with. It's all good with me. It doesn't matter. We're all talking about the same thing. I'm just trying to find this map. Hold on, I'm just trying to do this right, okay? Just thank you for bearing with me here. Just give me a second. I know it's in here. They all see Orion Eye. This is over in Paris. Okay. We're moving through we're moving through it like the wheel and the traditional tarot at the Wheel of Fortune. We're moving through the constellations, and there's a star rising through us. That's why at night, I don't know where you're all in the world, but like here in the United States, there's certain hours of the evening that it's like pitch black, like really heavy, really dark, because something's moving through us, not orbiting around us. It's moving literally, physically through us on a plasmatic level, okay? So this is Orion, okay? This just we've never left Orion, okay? And then Hopi, Arizona, Orion. Now, is it the Sirius star that's rising? Well, I don't know. I don't think Sirius is morning star though, but I don't know. You know, I'm not 100 on that. But see, they show you the different. That is not a. It's funny because that's in one of my starseed decks. Let me tell you something. That's not all warm and fuzzy, whatever that is. But they have it in the deck like it is. So I try to stay authentic and true here. Not try to. I do. I stay authentic and true. Okay, I'm right here. Here we are. This is us. Okay. This is the United States. Hold on. This is the United States. And these, see Zeta Reticuli, these are the we're in the constellations. Like, it's, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to explain here, but I just know the morning star is rising, and I feel it. And I picked it up in a private, personal reading that, because of the person's geographical place, it wasn't like I was trying to, it just is. Hi, Initiated. Hi, Anita. Hey, Lake Superior. We're moving through the wheel, without a doubt. Okay, so then we have this. Why I guide you guys, like, look this stuff up, do your own research. But this is stuff I get, messages in my soul. It's in my soul. And I feel it. And I've been talking about how I've been feeling a star, like a level of star energy, whether that was CERN or I don't know, but or Morning Star. And I literally heard Morning Star the other day, and I was like, yo, I don't even want to say that out loud. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to. Orion is everywhere. Orion is everywhere. It's everywhere. It's all over the world. The Vatican. All these tunnels are the stars. Orion in the Orion constellation. We're in the Orion constellation. That's why we see Orion. That's why we see Pleiades. That's why we don't see all the other constellations that are there, because we're in this. We're like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain how we're in it. Plasmically, we're in this. And anyway, check it out for yourself. As far as if you want to understand more for yourself, Orion, Area 51. Okay, Orion. That's where I was picking up the star. Okay, this is where I'm picking up the star energy. Area 51. Which, and then okay, so then I was seeing it was like moving through underneath us, right? This star, morning star, coming through. Okay, the geyser went off at Yosemite, Yellowstone, which would be a sun, eruption. That would be a sun. Okay, and then it moved up into the Pacific Northwest. I'm surprised. Mount St. Helen had some rumblings, I think, the other day. Okay, and it's moving. Okay, then it moved up over and toward Russia. Russia had an explode, and this is what came out in Russia. All right, this is the image that came out. Thank you. See, this is the image that came out from the Russia volcanic eruption. I don't know what volcano erupted, but it did. And actually, hold on. Whoops, sorry about that. Mary Greeley posted it. Russia volcano erupts, delays. I don't know. Oh, right here. However you say that. Okay. They're rising. I mean, they've been rising out of the volcanoes. I've been showing it forever. How for a long, long time. I've been showing how they're rising, but like I'm really feeling significantly. This is Morning Star. So, and then Times Up sent me a message about the star and Revelations, and I was like, okay, that's putting pieces together for me. This is like a puzzle for me, man. Okay, and the fifth trumpet and the fives, and it's really big. And I I couldn't think of this ever. You know what I mean? Like this is woe to me. This is really woe to me that I don't know how one picks up on a star, but I do. I don't know how to explain that to anybody, but I do. I feel a star moving through us. It's going to rise, and it is not going to be pretty. I've been going through a lot of the ego deaths too. That's us ascending. All right. And we also there's a time we're in this time for us to grab on, like I don't want to say grab on. I don't know how to explain it, but like we gotta ascend and sought through prayer, however that is for you. Sought through prayer and meditation, knowing your soul, your prayers, know your prayers. Know your prayers. Um, it is a death. We're going through a death, and that's the Death Star as well. The Death Star is moving through us. The Death Star is real. I've captured it. Many of you have captured it. The Death Star is moving through us. Like plasmatically, esoterically, supernaturally, physically, emotionally, and that's why I kept getting that message. Hang on to your light. We have to protect the light. We that's our job. We have to protect the light. And I don't know. I channeled it the other day about know your soul and hang on to your light, children, for you will be tested, and this is going to be a test. We're going to be tested. We think we've been tested already. Like, no, it's gonna be bigger, and it's just really big. It's not like a freak. It's just for me, it's a lot of energy, a lot of download to come through my physical body to share with you who understand what I'm saying, because you're feeling it too. For those who are feeling it, there's no way you're not feeling. I mean, people, just star seeds are feeling this. Those who are really like it's another ascension, it's another depth, it's another kundalini rising, it's another deep level of knowing yourself, knowing your soul, honoring your light, not giving into the darkness, right? But it also embracing the darkness because it's divine feminine energy. Like it's like so deep. It's so friggin' deep. Um, but I was like, so I don't know. I just wanted to share that. It's so big that I could literally feel the star moving through us, and I was seeing it rise, and I was getting Morning Star, and I was like, whoa. And these entities were all capturing. So they surround us. These beings that are chained and shackled surround us. I have footage buried, but I have footage of it. I captured these tall, they were very clear too, and I have it on video. Like one standing right next to the other, next to the other, next to the other, like boom, 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 boom. Very like floor to ceiling beings, huge, huge beings. And then we also have the elders, right? We have the shamans coming from the Andes, right? We got a lot of things going on here. We have the shamans traveling from the Andes in the west, coming east. Okay, and that's kind of like the kings, the three kings, um, for the Hopi prophecy. And I don't know, this is just really big, guys. I don't know, this is just like, whoa. And I just keep getting like a star. Whether it's okay, so these beings surround us and we are oblivious to it. Most people are absolutely oblivious to these beings around us. They're not allowed to touch us. Well, we're not in that anymore. Now they're allowed to roam the earth because the gates, both heaven gates are open. Both gates are open. Both gates are completely open. Both are heaven and hell are open, or whatever we would call hell, the pit. Okay. That's why we're capturing chains, horns. I actually showed, looked like an arm. You could see a hole. I could, anyway. I could see a hole in the arm of this being. Those would be the fallen ones that were cast down and chained. Okay, maybe this nuclear power plants, right? They're positioned in certain parts of the world. Maybe they hold them down or something. I feel it's really big because why would we have nuclear power plants here on Earth? Makes zero sense to me. Nuclear and or Mother Gaia make no sense. That doesn't fit. So maybe it contains them or something like that. It's really big and they're in certain areas positioned for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? Well, thank you for that, Anita. Thank you for that. Thank you. Really. If I could hug you, I would because I don't want to say I don't understand. It's not what I mean. It's just I'm really an old soul here. I really know that about myself. That's why, like, when I was like, crap, I'm here again. You serious? As a kid, like, crap. I did not want to be here. I understood what this place was on a certain level, and it hurts here so much, physically, all of it. And we were cut off. A lot of us remember the battle, pieces of it. And we do. A lot of us watched the battle from above. A lot of us heard Mother Earth and the horrible, horrible sounds that she made when the battle took place because it's big. And we fell. Remember as a kid, you ever as a little kid, did you have dreams of falling and falling and falling and falling, and you wake up because you just before you hit the ground? That's why you have the dreams that you're falling and falling and falling and falling. You know. It's not just dreams, it's a memory. Because a lot of us fell. We didn't, that wasn't our intention. It's, and I feel as this energy keeps, as whether it's Ra or it's definitely Ra's here, without a doubt. Ra is here, whether that what's waking us up and the downloads that we're getting, and it's memories. We're all gonna remember. It's gonna just be a reveal. And some people, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak for other people, but I'm like, holy, like, just, it's like, I don't know. I miss my mother because my mother really understood me. Well, she really did. I could tell her, Mom, I'm feeling a star. And she would know that I'm truly feeling a fucking star. And I'm not just saying it, she would know that. And I feel earthquakes like before they happen. I can feel it. I don't know. I just who I am, man. It's just who I am. And I created the channel to document this because it truly started with King Anu coming to me, King Anu in Lilaniki. And I didn't remember who they were. And I had, and every book I bought is all correlated to the messages I have been getting since like 2017. But yet I grew up with these books in my house because I remember them. When I bought them, I'm like, oh my God, my mom used to have this book. And it was like like that kind of, those kinds of moments of, my mom used to have these books. And my mom was on to something because she was reading quantum physics, and she was really, and I grew up with her sharing all of this with me and knowing that this time was going to come in our lifetime. What, and whether I'm going to be here for it or not, it's up to God. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's going to be, I don't feel like somehow, I don't know, like the kids will be removed, like somehow the kids are going to be removed, and I don't know, I don't think we all go through it. Maybe we do. I don't know. You know what I mean? We'll find out, right? So thank you for that. You are too. And I thank you for being here with me, Anita, and all of you who watch and comment. I really appreciate you. Like, truly appreciate you for walking with me on this wild ride and wild messages. And I had the mark on my forehead. And it's funny because Books of Daniel talks about that, and talks about it in Revelations about God talking about the mark of God, which I had on my head. Unless it's a different kind of mark. And then going through stigmata and fighting for my soul, and claiming my soul back through God. I love God so much. I truly do. It hurts. Like I miss home, because this isn't my home. This is just, we're visiting, as we all know, right? Temporary. It's all temporary. Um, and then what was it? The Book of Enoch. Someone had posted about how Lucifer covers us with skin to trick us and for us to forget that we're souls. And I think this is the first time in a very long time we soul beings in a human form have ascended to another level that's taken a long time for that to happen, and we're in it. And we have the power to shift this as well. Well, I mean, I believe we do. You know what I mean? Like, they're targeting, they're definitely targeting Yellowstone. Okay, so now we got to remember California earthquake and Yellowstone. Over in that area, that's a cracking of the earth, and not because we're shaking. That's something rising from underneath us. And then back in the 50s, it was on the cover of like Science, Popular Science magazine, Wormwood, which is Ra, rising up under the West Coast, coming up from underneath. Not inbound, right? Not inbound, not above, rising up from underneath. So, the winged planet, if you will. Yeah, I'm with you. I miss home too. We carry it with us. We have to just, we were strong enough to come here. We were definitely strong enough to be here at this time. Um, some weren't. Some were, but they forgot. I want to phrase that carefully. Some were very strong to be here, but they got lost in addictions and forgot. And forgot. I've met some like divine star seeds that was so fucking lost in addictions, and it was like, oh my god, and I can say that honestly because I mean I've been in recovery for a very long time, and I don't say that about everybody I meet in recovery, but there's certain ones that creator has shown me, and it's like, you are so freaking divine. How are you not understanding this, but yet you keep going back into your addiction? Like, it's like, oh my god, it's hard. It's hard. You have to let them go, and that's like one of the hardest things, because that's some have died because they couldn't take it anymore, because it's so fucking painful here, and it hurts here, and it does. It takes a strong soul to overcome this battle again, because remember, we lost the battle. Michael lost the battle. That's how we fell here. And Michael's here again, and Michael did not leave us. And that was the trickery and deceit of, and that's why there's so much more paranormal activity ever recorded in my lifetime. I mean, it was like there, in this, and people had experiences with UFOs, like, period, like probably way more than we even knew, but now it's like out there. I can actually do it. I can actually do this live right now talking about it, whereas 25 years ago it was taboo. You don't talk, even 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50, 100 years ago, you didn't talk about that. You got hung for talking about things like that. So what a gift to be here at this time, to be able to say this aloud and not care who, if someone does, and not care if someone mocks us, right? Not care if they mock us. Hey, channel 333. Excuse me. So I just wanted to document this because it's so profound to me that I don't know what else to do with it right now. So I document these things, and I know there's others of you clearly that feel and see and know, and yes, there's dream weavers out there. I've met other people that walk, they're realm walkers. That's a real thing. A realm walker is a very real thing. You can walk in between worlds. I've only come across two. Um, One in real time person, and that's a skywalker, is a realm walker. And clearly this guy here, channel 23, says he is too, and I believe him. I have no right to say no, you know what I mean? I Because people don't go around just saying that stuff, you know what I'm saying? 76, that is key. Those numbers, 763333 on my phone, 6:18 on the clock. um so anyway, that's all I'm gonna put out for right now as far as what I've been picking up on. And I love connecting with you guys because you guys are pieces too that help me put, it's like I get these, it's like God's like, here, I'm gonna throw you like three pieces to this puzzle. I want you to figure out where it goes. It's God. I'm telling you, got a sense of humor, real good sense of humor. You just gotta understand the sense of humor. It's like, okay, I get these little tidbits here, little tidbits there. And I find clearly there's no coincidence that we're all like finding each other to connect to. Some of y'all, some are dark. I got to be honest. Some of them are dark, and they're trying to find out information from us because they need it for their own agenda as well. I seem to come across a few of those, and there's not. And then there's, us. We're light, beautiful souls. We're here to protect the light, to protect the light, to protect the light, because we're the light. That's our that's like the mission, is to protect the light at all costs. At all costs. So that's all I'm gonna put out for now. Okay, so you're born in 57. How often did you hear about the paranormal, Lake Superior? Not often, right? Now it's like mainstream. You know what I mean? That it's okay to, like, before it was super taboo, like, you don't talk about that, or people felt like they were going crazy. And it took Ed and Lorraine Warren, honestly. Ed and Lorraine Warren, maybe someone else before that, I don't know, but Ed and Lorraine Warren were pioneers in the paranormal field. And John Zaffis, I hailed him the godfather. I did. I hailed him the godfather of the paranormal because he's related to Ed and Lorraine Warren. And Ed and Lorraine Warren are no longer here anymore. But Ed Warren, his mission was to prove Lucifer is real and that he is here in this world, and that he was determined. He was a demonologist, and he wasn't playing. And they were almost like looking back at some of their pictures, like she is highly gifted, or is highly gifted, was highly gifted. God rest her soul. She was a psychic medium, and she was also, her faith was in the Catholic religion. And the Catholic religion would balk at you for being a psychic medium. You were taboo, but she didn't give a shit. Her faith was everything. I'm not into the organized religion, but my faith is everything. My faith is everything. So that was like, they were the pioneers, and they went around the country speaking on and showing evidence of their experiences they've documented with the supernatural and possession, and there's 5 stages of that. And we have to be very careful right now because of that. We're in that energy now. Like Ed was warning us decades ago, for decades, about it, and now it's here. It's here, and we have to know our soul, and we have to know our connection with God, Creator, God. We have, or you, because there's 5 stages of it, and it's, remember, Lucifer is very cunning and very baffling and very manipulative and very charming, very deceptive. Not gonna just come at you like Psycho. It's going to be very subtle. It's a very subtle, manipulative dance, and evil is very patient. Make no mistake about that. And we have to be. I do anyway. I'm always diligent because of just the downloads I get. It's just there. It's just there. It's there. We all have it. It's just whether you're remembering, or you want to remember, or I don't know. I don't know. Me too. Me too. Me too, Channel 33. Me too. I was tortured as a kid. I was absolutely tortured. They labeled it migraines, but it wasn't. It was bad. I'm not going to get into it, but it was bad. And all my life I've been targeted. All my life. And my family. We have 7 firstborns in my family. 7 firstborns. And you're like, how is that possible? Think about it. 7 firstborns. I have a firstborn. I have 2 firstborn daughters. I have 2 firstborn grandsons. I have so it's, I guess, three now. Firstborn grandsons and a firstborn granddaughter. That leaves my family targeted, and my kids don't want to fucking hear it. They don't. They don't want to know about it. They don't want to hear it. And they've been completely targeted, and they have spells thrown at them all the time, and they don't want to understand it. They don't want to learn about it. They don't want to educate about it. They'd rather it didn't exist and bury their head in the sand as my grandchildren get attacked, and they get attacked too. So that's profound to have 7, for me, including me, 7 firstborns. So 7s are profound for me. They're powerful for me. And 3. So I'm going to end that there. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it very much. And I hope this resonates with you. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, man. I really am. I'm not. I am, but I'm not. I'm just documenting this because it's so profound to me. Oh, that's the hag. That sleep paralysis, that's the hag. Yeah, that happened to my kid. I'm like, yeah, it was your boyfriend. She don't get it. They don't get it. They just don't get it. If you are with a dark being, okay, like I was with someone who was so dark, like I had shadow figures in front, like it was just like, whoa, okay. I didn't understand what I didn't understand, but when I started understanding, I made changes, and I did. And both my daughters have been attacked. And I'm not going to get into it really deeply, but we've all been attacked. We put it this way: we've all been attacked, and the hag is real, and it almost took my daughter out. It did. It scared the shit out of her. It scares her. But see, here's the thing: it feeds off our fear. It can't be afraid. I don't know how to. And it's not. And I don't say this lightly to not be afraid, because there's shit that's gonna try to rock us to our core. You know, on the same. Yeah, you know what's interesting too about that is, while it's happening to the other person that's being attacked, the other one that's not being attacked, you could be screaming and yelling. That person's been under there. It's like they're in a bubble. Evil will put you in a bubble so that you don't wake up. That was written in like the Amityville Horror. Um, and Ed and Lorraine Warren investigated that. But when they wrote that book, she was talking about how she was levitating, and her husband, which couldn't understand why her husband wouldn't wake up, because it has the ability to do that. We're the ones that are blinded here. We are. These things have abilities that are, it's staggering. It's staggering, and it's not to be taken lightly either. Just like Creator God has abilities, and Christ has abilities, and Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Metatron, Hanael, Jophiel, they all have abilities, you know? And I feel like that's what our upgrades are for, if that makes sense. I'm sorry that you guys go through that. That really hurts my heart, because that's not fair. I feel like none of this is fair, that we're put in a world with blindfolds on and complete amnesia. I don't know who made up those cockamamie rules, but I don't jive with it. And I don't, I think it's cruel. Here, you're going to be born in this world, and you're going to be involved in a huge supernatural battle, but you're going to be convinced that you're really human with just a soul, and you're going to get caught in the crossfire and not have a freaking clue. Who the frick made up these cockamamie rules? So, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and light.